Hi y'all, it's Christmas season. As we approach Christmas, which is rapidly approaching, we're approaching the end of the year, and it's time, I think, to reflect on where we've been in 2018. I guess first of all, I just want to tell you so much how much I appreciate all your support for my channel during this past year and in previous years. That support comes in a lot of different ways. First, you engage with the community with your comments, your questions, your suggestions, and your positive feedback, which I just really appreciate. We've come a long way since my first video on Woodturning angels back in 2014, and it's been 5 years. It's hard to imagine it's been that long. But I know a lot of video creators have dropped out along the way, and I think the only reason I was able to do it because the support that helped keep me motivated of doing this week in and week out. Where this past year, we've produced about 100 videos. I'll say it again, I just can't say enough about how much I appreciate your support, and that comes in the way of even simple things such as hitting the like button after you watch a video. As I state most of my videos, and I think it bears saying again, I'm passionate about woodturning, and I want to share my tips, tricks, and techniques and projects to help you become a better woodturner. I'm down here in the South, what you might call eat up with it. I went to Auburn, I went to Alabama. I don't care about football, I don't tailgate, I don't have a bass fishing boat. Woodturning is what I'm all about, and I'm in it 110%. When I look at the demonstrations I've done this year, I've demonstrated a couple of symposiums and some clubs, and conducted a hands-on workshop and some classes in my shop. I might have touched directly 500 woodturners, but that just kind of pales in comparison to the over 8,000 new subscribers that I picked up, and over a 1 million views in this past year. And I touched on just YouTube estimates in the last 90 days that my channel has been watched by more than 100,000 different viewers like yourself. Another method of support is hitting the subscribe button, and a number of y'all obviously became subscribers in the past year, and I appreciate that measure of your support. Subscribers make a difference. They make a difference because generally they watch longer, they pick up the video sooner, they tend to engage more on the channel with questions, suggestions, comments, feedbacks, and hitting the like button than visitors do. So that is an important measure of your support. Last year I opened up an Amazon shop as a method to bring in some additional revenue to help support this channel, so I can continue bringing you new and better content. And I appreciate your support. When you go into my channel, not only can you buy those wood turning items that I've got comments about each and every one of them as to why I've got on my channel, but if you continue through that portal, I'll get a commission on anything you buy. And those of y'all not familiar with it, just look in the video description underneath the video, and you'll see the link to get to that Amazon, my Amazon store. My wood turning enthusiasm and passion goes beyond just pure wood turning or making videos. This past year I worked on an AAW, American Association of Woodturners, committee to help bring you Demonstrator Direct. That's a tool on their website that especially facilitates connections between demonstrators and chapters needing a demonstrator, as well as providing resources for new demonstrators. This past year I was thrilled to be accepted to demonstrate at the National Symposium in Portland. I was also pleased to have that opportunity to demonstrate at the Turning Southern Style Symposium up in Dalton this year. And at both those events I had an opportunity to meet a number of y'all, and I really enjoyed meeting with you face to face. One of the things happened this past year, I taught a student, Alex Ross, earlier in the year, and at the end of that lesson, he turned a twig pot and he entered that into a youth competition at Portland and won an award. Not only did he win a ribbon, he won a cash award, and his picture was featured in the American Association of Woodturners Journal, American Woodturner, and I was just thrilled over his accomplishment. I've been treasurer for my Woodturning chapter for the past 2 years, and I'm looking forward to turning those reins over to somebody else this year. But I also do a hands-on workshop every month, all-day workshop, and I look forward to continuing that. And I'm blessed to have two really great assistants to help me with that instruction. I had an article published in the December issue of American Woodturner. This year I accepted the challenge of climbing that learning curve to do live, virtual, interactive, remote videos with Woodturning Chapter. So I'm here in my shop, and with the powers of the internet, not only can the clubs see me, but they can also ask questions live, and I can respond to those questions. So that's been a lot of fun. I did 3 of those this year. Did one in Arkansas, one for a California club, and one for a Maui club. I'm looking forward to doing more of those in the coming year. As a woodturner, there's room for all of us to continue to learn something. I had an opportunity to take a couple of classes. I had a weekend class of John C. Campbell Folk School with John Keaton. It was a great class and made this wonderful OG bowl with texture. I also had a week-long class with Beth Ireland up at Aramont, which was just a wonderful experience. Very creative professional woodturner. These are some boxes that Beth Ireland turned, by the way. In those classes, beyond just learning, maybe picking up some technique about wood turning, and I probably don't pick up as many as a brand new turner in those classes, but I do learn from the instructors on what their teaching style is and some of their teaching techniques, which, I try to look for opportunities to incorporate those into my technique to continue to improve my ability to teach. Outside of wood turning, I continue to serve on the finance committee of my church. That takes a little bit of time. I'll be continuing that in the coming year. I also, as some of you know, I also do taxes as an AARP tax aide. I do pro bono taxes, and I'm busy gearing up for the new tax year and trying to learn the new tax law, and that's going to keep me very busy in February, March, and early April of next year. This coming year is going to be my 5th year doing taxes with AARP. I probably won't be able to keep up the schedule I've done for the past 2 years of 2 videos a week. I'll be able to sustain 1 video, and I'll do more where I can, but that tax season is just, it takes too much of my time to be able to produce 2 videos, certainly during the tax season. As I mentioned, during this coming year, I continue to make videos. I just probably won't be doing 2 a week. I will continue to do remote live videos. I plan on attending the National Symposium, AAW Symposium in Raleigh this coming year. Also plan to return to the Turning Southern Style Symposium in September in Dalton. So I look forward to those opportunities to meet more of y'all face to face. You may remember the successful series I had on wet sanding, making your own sanding butter, making your own sanding abrasive. In February I'm going to have an article published in the American Woodturner on wet sanding. I'm also planning on doing a demonstration in February at the local Rockler store as part of an AAW initiative to recruit new members from the woodworking community. And I got some travel, my wife's got some travel plans for us in the coming year. And if I don't see you again, I just wish you a most Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Y'all stay safe, come on back here.